Loading the world still. Nice shield cloud right there. Alright, I'm welcome back. Apparently. So are you. Time to record. Time to get moving on several projects. The likes of which I cannot remember. Ooh! These were not done last time, were they? I do not remember. Let's just put them down, however. Just got done recording the next Dragon Age, and now this is what I want to do. And following this, I must do lots of science homework. God, so much to do. And I feel like, I said this in the other recording just now in a different series that you may not be watching. I feel like I'm doing all the work in a group project on a scientific research paper, and this is happening at the same time that I am dealing with lots of junior level crap at work. Someone save me, give me millions of dollars so I can retire and then get more work done. I know, right? With all the things going on in the world, this is really important. Which is, of course, a joke. None of that is true, though I would like to be able to just work on the things I should be working on instead of the things I have to because money. Ow. What did I do? Stub my toe on the way down. That wasn't very much of a fall. Let's see. Do I have a goal yet? I mean, clearly we need to make more metal tools. Why am I... Oh, yeah. I'm doing this because we have more things to bake. Get on to that. So yeah, the capstone course for my data science extension add-on degree, whatever you want to call it. I kind of thought it would be a project, and it would be my project, and I would be responsible for my project, and it would be of a topic of my choosing. And I thought, okay, that's cool, because I've done that successfully many times. No. There was a choice of like 20 topics, and we all got to rank the ones we liked the best, and then we got lumped into groups based on who liked the similar things, and also based on skill. Though everybody claims to have had the same amount of skill with like Python coding, so we'll see. And unfortunately, the group I have, at least so far, don't seem to be on top of things. And the people at work certainly are not. Whew. I need more than that. Okay, we're on the hunt for sticks, which is, of course, the most important hunt one can engage upon, is sticks. Stick hunting. Those ravenous... Ravenous? Is that the right word? Ravening sticks. The threat sticks of doom. We must find them. We must slay them. These poor raccoons. How you doing? Somebody I know rescued a raccoon just recently. I probably mentioned it already. We need a lot of sticks. We need 24, I think, total. And we would want them for other things, too. Oh, no. Come here. Thank you. What time is it? Oh, it's late. I can't go too far. But I do need those sticks, so let's get that going. One of these days, soon, I'll be making a tool that will make this part a lot easier. Ooh, I just saw that fall. So, I had a side world, which was for my private time, which I have put a lot of, actually not real hours into. Like, this past week, it's been loaded a lot, but also just paused a lot while I listened to ambiance and did work. Because this game is so good for ambiance. The only complaint I have is that non-cyclical ambiance, like lightning strikes, don't fire when the game is paused. I wish they would, just because I like them. But other than that, it's great. Isn't that nice? I would take a screenshot, except I am unable. I complained about this in the other recording too, but got a new keyboard to replace a damaged one. And for some reason, the function lock key is the escape key. So I can't actually press it to lock the function key so that I can do things like F5 to save or F12 to take a screenshot. It's really kind of irritating me. Clearly, there must be some key combination to fire it that is not immediately obvious, and I'll go ask the internet sometime soon. Look at that bear all the way down there, giving me a scare from all the way over there. This is your poem for this week. Enjoy it. So, I do think I would like to build something on this side that faces out over this little bay and sees these other mountains in the distance. And actually, my train of thought was completely interrupted. I had a side game. I got rid of it because even though I really liked the setting and where my construction, I had this tower that was starting to get built up a side of a cliff, and it was cool. It turned out it was in one of those weird spots in the game where there's this constant negative churn. You see, like my little teal cog down there in the center bottom. It's going backwards right now. There's something about this immediate area that's a little eerie and draining my sanity. And I do not know what that might be. I have stopped and started so many worlds in this, but I have not really gotten very far in any of them. So there's a great deal of mystery left, and that's very good for us in this recording. It's potentially never-ending recording. We'll see. I know those weren't ripe yet, but I need the seeds. If I'm going to get gardens going, I need enough seeds to do 8 plots. Ooh, and I'm going to need this stuff, the medium fertility. Do I have? I do. Let us get this started. Let's make this a goal. Let's get some gardens going on the wrong side of the mountain. So we need... Oh, but you know what I can't do? Oh, wait. I already have gardens. The temporary garden over there. Never mind. I'm getting my games mixed up. Ooh, peat. Let's mark that. Peat. Future reference. Yeah, how many sticks do I have? 18. I've been talking too much. Anyways, the other world, I had made quite a bit of progress. I had bronze. I had a tower going. It was quite tall, but it was on the spot that was slightly negative, a little more negative than this one. Actually, this one just reversed, but it wouldn't go away. And so I could only, if I was milling around for a day, doing work there, I'd start getting that sort of haunting sound that you get when you're too insane. I could, sleeping there overnight was a bit of a risk. And it just oh man, this whole project's ruined. So I don't really honestly know if it was completely ruined, because maybe that affliction, comes and goes. But once I started noticing it, oh god. Once I noticed it was a problem, I noticed it was a persistent problem. It didn't go away on its own. So that was an issue. Sorry, artificial staircase time. I have a tool for this, but do I care? No, not really. But I do actually have to get moving, so let's just go. Hey, look. Sticks. Just a few more. What's going to turn out as when I get back to base, I'll find that there were plenty of sticks already there. But, we will always need more sticks, so it's not a waste. We probably also need some wood. We'll need at least 3 of these. It's 1. No, we're going to need 4 of those, because one of those is a storage container. And those require 2 each. Oh, look at all the rockets. Holy crap. 5? At least 5 raccoons? Wow. Let's see. What I don't want to do... It's up in there, right? What I don't want to do is get stuck down here after dark because this game is really friggin' dark. Like, extra dark. Wonderful. I don't see any wood there, and I don't have the means of getting it in time. So let's just go and deal with what we can. So yeah, I deleted it and started a new one, and I'm already like 10 hours into the next one. I have a nice little sort of buried, like almost like a root cellar kind of house. And that's quite good. I am building, instead of going up high in that world, I am building out into a bay and sort of having like a house on the water. But it's surrounded by interesting prominences of rocks. So it is aesthetically pleasing, and what it doesn't have is that miasma BS. Look at this. I have enough, but I no longer have an axe. Do I have what I need in other forms? No, I don't. Of course I don't. Why would I? All of these recordings in the future will be musicals. Actually, am I not done with that? Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's get all these started and then go to bed. So this one requires, you see? I know you saw it last time, I'm sure, but still. I can't remember crap like that. I don't even remember what are in these. Oh wait, no, I think I do. Jars. Maybe 2 more of these? I can't remember. But definitely 1 more of these, and that's very important to me. So, yeah. Oh, there's a light source in here. Nice. Oh, rot. Ooh, that's pretty rotten too. We should do something about that now. Semi-rotten isn't forgotten. If we cook it now, maybe we won't die. Ah, peat. Very nice. So we got a few of these. We have made one set. Sorry, to a certain extent, I'm also refamiliarizing myself. It's been at least a week. Did I mention how rough a week and long a week it was? Because it was. You know what? If this is going to happen... No, actually, just forget that. So let's see. 107.63 pelt. Let's remind ourselves what this is good for. Fur coat. These are mediums, and are these. So I need 5 just to make a coat. Okay. The rot we will collect. Rot is useful. We like rot. And I think this will finish, so let's just set those aside. Can I put this here? I can. Okay. I wasn't sure if they would stack different materials on top of one another. Oh! Oh, it's only 1! Okay. For some reason I am dumb. Let's eat that one. And 22. It's good enough to go to sleep. If we don't want to wake up in the dark, I usually have to wait until about 21, 22. 7 hours after all. Very good, very good. Give me. Now I need a new... I made a new axe. Oh, and I will soon need a new shovel. Perishable 4 days. Yeah, that went down to 46, so I do want to seal this up when I go. Medium pelts are no longer needing to be in there. Actually, they never were. We'll rescue that one log. Okay. There you go. Okay, so it would be nice to have that. The sword would be made. You know what I mean? But let's see. Oh yeah, we can do that. So 120 is 6. So those are 6 bricks or bars each. This is enough to make at least one of those batches, probably both. Ooh, look, more firewood. Speak of the devil I was mentioning earlier. So let's get the party started. We need, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we got this going, that would also be good. That requires more than 6. That requires 9. At which point we might risk... Now, to be fair, or honest, look at all those. I didn't realize. Let's take... Oh, geez. Use them up, I guess. That one's in best shape. Is there not a seed storage around here? That is not, but it should be. Thinking out loud is really hard. Put this away right now. There we go. Put that away. The rot, I think, can just be put on the ground. Yes, it can. It won't wash away, even though it should. Those are the tools I was just wondering if I had. They are there. If you try to cool these off in the rain, they may crack. This one, at some point recently they changed it so this can only be used once. The rest of them can be used indefinitely. I don't know if there's just a random chance that they will always crack, or if it's only under duress, like it's hot and then cold rain falls on it. Which reminds me, I cracked my windshield probably in a similar fashion. On Monday, it's going to have that replaced. What do I need? What do I need? You know what? That's why I don't have seeds. It's because I have been putting them in the ground immediately. Let's do that. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And I will leave those alone. How are they doing? No complaints yet. I have to remember this is a temperate zone for me. My other one is warm. Okay, that's something. I'll put some seeds. You should be able to put like at least 9 in a spot. This whole 4 business, I don't know. Considering how big they are relative to the plot, that doesn't seem unreasonable. Ooh, look at this. Is that one of the ones I have put down already? Okay, you know what? If I'm gonna plant the acorn, I actually spent time thinking about how to solve this problem here. I think the thing I don't immediately know off the top of my head is how... Oh, nice. Is how to verify that this is a unique unit, distinct unit. It begins and ends in a finite space. In a efficient way, that it doesn't slow the game down. Because what I was thinking is, okay, World Gen, yes, they would start there, but as soon as the chunk gets rendered, it checks it and says, oh, I got a floater, and it drops it down to the ground. Like, it crashes it, something, it just lowers it. It could delete it, I suppose. But I could also see value in lowering it to the closest ground level it can find. And it would That way you wouldn't have to change the rendering algorithm to prevent them from happening in the first place. And if it only happens on a chunk, it's not so bad. I guess maybe it might be an issue if one of them's across chunks, which is probably a pretty high likelihood, actually. It'll happen all the time. But does it matter? Like, as soon as the next chunk renders, it will say, oh, I also have a floaty thing, and it'll just drop it right next to the original. And maybe it's not a non-issue. I don't know. It's just, I wish they weren't there. I think it's a solvable problem. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. This is, these guys are getting way more game programming work done than I am. So it's not that. It's just, what am I doing out here? Why am I out here? I came out here and I don't know why I did. I think talking to y'all is throwing me for a loop. I know I was thinking this, I want to plant on the other side of the mountain, so that by the time it finally grows, I'll probably have moved there and I can make use of it. And that's this. Oh, geez, I'm further from the mountain than I thought. Okay. Oh, yep. It's a good thing I can sprint for just, ages. Lead. That's okay. Lead. I will want it for, I think at the very least, windows, but maybe also lanterns. Perhaps, oh, gosh. Let's take what little time we have left in this episode, this recording, to scout for a spot to come back to. Oh yeah, I just did that. Like where's my project? My next project gonna be? My staging ground on the other side is one thing, and being so far away is going to be somewhat problematic. But it'd be nice to establish something. So one thing I am detecting so far is chickens. Beyond that, I am not yet having the cog run the wrong way. Ooh. Oh, wait, that's already marked. I'm referring to the clay. We like clay. Clay likes us. Clay and I are friendly. So let's see. This is interesting to me. Like if I filled in this cleft in some way. But this is not a hot climate, so I had grown accustomed to thinking lately, often picking hot climates, which I forgot to do. I didn't mean to not do it. Is that if you go up, the temperature goes down. So if you find seeds for temperate climate stuff, you could potentially grow them up here at the same time that warmer climate stuff is growing down there. However, that does not apply here, and I haven't enough experience with cold or freezing climate stuff to know what grows in those areas. So, probably know little. Bear with me. I want to get the land without dying. Ugh. Wait, did I need to do that? Oh, I didn't do that. Okay. There's something to be said for a view. However, there is also something to be said for the inconvenience of going up and down all the time. And sometimes the view is from the bottom looking up. You know what I mean? I think it just occurred to me that I have set down my other game. The view is taller by some blocks, so I set this down to get the choppiness done. Yeah, it's a little bit more. I like, yeah. Anything I can get. I'll just have to remember to turn it back again when I'm done. So I do like filling in spaces. Those are some interesting, like, cliffs right through there. That's interesting. I'm over here. Let's look around this corner real quick. That offers an even wider view. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Settings. Controls. Time switch? What is time switch? Pantograph portfolio. What? Handbook. Hide the minimap. Show handbook, user interface, show hide HUD, F4. Of course it's an F button. Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. I can't do the F button. Oh, for crying out loud. Sorry, you can't see. It's like flipping screens on me. There's an F button down here, so I can do this. So let's say, there's our screenshot. There's also this alternative screenshot. What if I press this and this? I think that did it. Okay, so now if I F4, all right, very good. I solved the problem at your expense. Thank you very much. I will repay you somehow, maybe with more episodes. We'll see. Oh, I expected to be injured. Got a little waterfall over here. Ooh. Ooh. I have seen a couple of spots prettier in previous worlds that I wish I could get back, but that's pretty cool. That's quite nice. This is nice. I mean, yes, the answer is we're doing it here. I guess it's this spot, right? Yeah, that one's further down. So this guy right here is the spot. In my good old orange color, the project. Whoa. The project. Alrighty, right. That'll do it for me today. See you again tomorrow. Come back or else.